Shalom, shalom. Shalom l'rachok v'lekarov. Peace to those who are far away. Peace to those who are near. We all need shalom. I'm in the middle of talking about the prayers. The system of Shachrit, the structure behind the prayers, to give you an idea how you too can make it real in your life. That you're going up a ladder. And each part of the ladder is a whole world in itself, a whole structure, which in the system of the Ari is called a partzuf, a complete gestalt, a complete structure, from head to foot, so to speak. And so the whole thing is one big structure, but every part of the structure itself has its own internal consistency. We are now talking about the Pesukey d'Zrim, the Psalms of King David, in the middle of the second section of Shachrit, where we're talking about Psalm 145, and we're going to complete that, and also, God willing, in this section, complete the whole idea of the Psalms and what they're teaching us. King David basically is teaching us that we can acknowledge or perceive the existence of a divine creator through two main ways. One is the world of nature, Teva, the world that we see around us, the physical world, the biosphere, and the interconnectedness of everything. The miracle that physical existence is as it is, from the solar system down all the way to our bodies and into the cells of our bodies. The second way we know God is through history. The history is really where God is more hidden because man has free will, so it's more difficult to see God when man has free will. If man can do whatever he wants and man can do evil, well, that makes a problem. But sometimes God, Hashem, reveals himself above and beyond in history, and he opens up the sky, so to speak. And Am Yisrael, our whole existence is based on those moments when there were miracles and that we saw them. And we saw that the physical world, in a sense, is a facade. It's a cover over a world of much greater energy and potential. That we're put down here, and sometimes he opens up the veil, but most of the time he closes it. But our knowing that those times have happened, those events have occurred, as King David says in the verse called Dor LeDor Yishabach Ma'asecha, generation to generation will praise your deeds, which refers to Ma'asim, the world of nature. Ugvurotecha yagidu, but they will also tell, they will relate and recount your gvurot, which here refers to the miraculous, supernatural miracles that have been intermittently revealed throughout our history. And the truth is that Yishabach, as the Malbim says, is it will even get better and better at understanding the physical world. And the more we appreciate the fine-tuning of the physical world, the more we will praise you. Because Yishabach in Aramaic, in Talmudic Aramaic, means to get better, lahashbiach, to make better. So Yishabach is to praise, but it's a never-ending praise. It's not a stale praise. It's not an old praise. It's a praise that gets more and more powerful the more we see, the more we perceive. And as a result, we'll be able to believe more and more in the supernatural, because we'll see that the context within which the physical laws of the universe operate is really a supernatural consciousness. The more that we understand the depths of the physical and the fine-tuning behind it, the more we will be able to appreciate that the world that we live in is only a small part of a greater world. King David goes on. At one point he says, Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha b'chasidecha yevaruchucha. Hashem, all that you have made, all the handiwork, all your handiwork, your ma'asim, will thank you. So it can be understood that they will actually thank, the flowers will thank, the trees will thank, the ocean will thank, The rocks will thank, the sun and the moon and the stars and the planets will thank God. Okay, I could explain how that works. But it also means testify. Yoducha is lahodot al emet, to witness, to testify, to admit to the truth of something. In this case, it means that the very existence of the sun is a testimony. It testifies to the existence of God. Yoducha Hashem kol ma'asecha. Your pious ones, and the definition of a chassid is somebody who does something without any expectation of reward. The chassidim, those who want to serve you more, yivarechucha, which has two meanings. They will become channels of your blessing into the world. They don't want to just thank you. They don't want to just acknowledge you and testify to your existence. They want to be active, proactive bearers of your divine light, of your consciousness through human consciousness into the world. We're different than the rest of nature. We have a different type of consciousness. We are unique in all the world. We can grasp things that are extremely exalted, and we can manifest them down here through our speech and through our action. A deed of kindness is a manifestation of something very, very exalted. The next verse is Kevod Malchutecha Yomeru, Ugvuratecha Yedaberu. The word Yomeru and Yedaberu, the Zohar says Yomeru is a whisper. It refers to the Aseret Asara Ma'amarot, the 10 whispers with which God brought the world into existence. He whispered the world into existence. As one of my teachers once said, he sang the world into existence. But here it's whisper. Dibur is declaration, is more connected to the Aseret Dibrot, the 10 commandments on Sinai. The correspondent of the 10 to the 10, God whispered the word into existence, but at a certain point in history it became necessary to reveal the powerful revelation of godliness into the world, of the Anochi, the Aleph. The world is a beit, is a house. And the first letter of the Torah is beit. And the Aleph is God. And he wanted a house to live in. And we bring God into that house. The beit, a Breshit, becomes the house for the Aleph Anochi. The Hasidim speak among themselves, they whisper among themselves of Kvod Malchutecha, of the glory of your kingship, of your kingdom, which is the hidden divine providence with which you govern this world. Ugvurotecha yagidu, but when it comes to gvurot, your supernatural miracles, yagidu, they speak among them, they proclaim them, and they declare them to mankind. Because people are insensitive to subtle things. They want to hear about big stuff, right? Are you one of them? It's okay. We want to hear the real big stuff. Yedaberu, they will speak and proclaim and declare the supernatural miracles of God. Among themselves, they'll whisper about the hidden providence that's behind everything. And we know the proof is that the next verse is Leodia lebnei ha'adam gvurotav. It's in order to make known to the children of men God's supernatural miracles. Ukevod hadal melchuto. And by sensitizing them, us, to the supernatural, kevod hadal melchuto, the radiance of the glory of his kingship, of his divine hidden providence. When we sensitize ourselves to the big stuff, then we are now able to see, even in your life, right now. So King David's PhD thesis is like this. I want you to not just be stuck on miracles. I want you to know that life is miracle. That is what this psalm is about. If you reduce it to its basic common denominator, there's a million things here, but they all reduce down to one basic idea, which is so beautiful. And if you know this idea, then the whole psalm opens up to you like a flower, and it gives of its fragrance. Is that I want you to sensitize yourself to the existence of God right here, right now. I'll open you up to the fact that God has done miracles, but I want you to use that in order to bring it right here, right now. That's just a little bit of an entry into this incredible thing called Tehillah LeDavid. Thank you so much. And we'll have more to say in the next segment.